So, what kind of a series do you want to shoot here?
Oh, well, it's still not ready, but it's a romantic comedy where this Korean couple travels to Wetzlar.
우리는 독일 베칠라에 있는 롯데 생가를 방문할 거야.
그렇다면은 롯데 생가가 독일에 실제로 있다는 거야?
Hey, doesn't see. Okay.
Hey man, how are you?
Good, you? Oh, man, such a long time.
And the girl loses her brand new phone.
I think I lost my purse.
What? So she needs to start looking for it, but then she still can't find it, right? So the next day, she does the same process all over again, alone. And in the process, she finds something more valuable.
We continue our talks on Hesse producers of short-form digital series. And I'm very happy that we now have an international co-production on our schedule of discussions with Hesse short-form digital series. We are talking of Lotte Haus, a Korean-German co-production of YMK Films Korea and Dobago Films Gießen. Our guests are Young-min Kang, the producer and director, and he's also the founder of the Seoul Webfest. Then we have Csongor Dobrotka, the German producer and director, and he also is a founder of the web series Festival di Seriale in Gießen. Young-min Kang studied fine arts in Seoul, Korea, and continued with the science subject film in New York. Thereafter, he moved to LA and worked as a director for a TV production company. He directed several feature films and web series. All feature films, among which was Cupid's Mistake, with a Guinness World Record budget of $980, have been released on VOD on Netflix and Amazon and DVD in the US and have been sold in 15 countries. He has numerous awards from a number of film festivals and webfests. Young-min Kang collaborated with fellow Film Avatar alumni Just Cause 3D on his 4D Experience project. He is the founder and executive director of the Seoul Webfest and Asia Web Awards. He has been a jury member at several webfests such as Die Seriale, Roma Webfest, and many more. Csongor Dobrotka studied drama, theater, and media at the Institute for Applied Theater Studies at JLU Gießen. His thesis was the feature film Trennschärfe, literally translated Selectivity. With his company Dobago Film, home-based in Gießen, he started his production and offers a wide range of services in the field of conception, shooting, and post-production. He is the producer, director, and co-author of the internationally award-winning short-form digital series Number of Silence, and he is also the founder and festival director of Die Seriale. The Korean-German web series Lotte Haus, filmed in Wetzlar, Gießen, and Seoul, supported by the Kulturfonds Gießen-Wetzlar, celebrated its world premiere with the final third episode at the renowned international series festival Seoul Webfest in South Korea. It won the Best Premiere Award at the Digital Media Fest, the Special Jury Award at the DC Webfest in Washington, and the Best Drama Award at the US Ozark Mountain Webfest. And so far, over 20 Webfests and festivals have been accepted as official selections and nominations. Well, now, after this quite impressive introduction, may I ask, how did you come up with the idea of Lotte Haus? Jan.
Okay, I was very lucky because the Seriale invited me, one of the jury member, 2017. Then after festival, they have tour program. So I was so excited because there's a lot of beautiful city around that, the city of Gießen and the Bachelor, of course. And then I noticed that it's called the Lotte Haus. So I didn't know until I figured it out. There was she came from the novel of the Quarter, the sorrows of young Werther. And then I was shocked when I discovered there's like a real house of a Lotte. And then I really want to make something like branded the series. So I spoke to Csongor. Okay, I really want to make something then. He was like, okay, so good idea. But thing is, the most exciting thing is Lotte name is one of the biggest company in South Korea. It's a Lotte, the corporations. The funny story is I think one of descendant, the young guy, the visit South Korea, the Busan city, and then he saw a lot of Lotte logos, and then he thought, why so many name of my grandmother's name, So he wondering figured it out. Then later on, he found out, the name of the Lotte actually came from the company, the founder of a Lotte Corporation. He named it when he was young. He was really inspired by the novel, and then he named it his company as a Lotte. So which means the company will receive a lot of love, like a Lotte character. So those stories combined might be great idea. So Lotte World Tower in Korea right now, 123rd buildings, and then Lotte House in Bachelor. So combined together with the romantic, the love story, it could be great idea. So that was actually basic concept. Then we developed together with the Csongor. So that's how we started.
This is a quite thrilling story. I have read in the history of Lotte Haus, the founder also liked Goethe so much and the story that he named his company after Lotte. And this is a wonderful coincidence. Csongor, how did you follow up when you and Young discussed this first?
Yes, I really didn't know anything about the Lotte company in South Korea, and I was also surprised when Young mentioned that, and also some another creators who was also on the tour said, yeah, there's a building, a big building in Seoul, and they called it Lotte. Has it something to do with that? And I said, I don't know. And so we discovered the whole story behind it. So, and I think because of that, we was also surprised, and we thought, okay, if we don't know about that, maybe also the audience don't know about that, and we can tell them something. And this was the first idea, I think, from my side. But I think Young was he has the first idea to make something about it.
Well, I've seen the episodes and I love the series very much. Well, how did you come up with the treatment and the script? Were you working together, or how did you do it, Young?
When I got the basic concept, and then I like research, of course, research about the quarter, and also like read the book, and again, and also there's a lot of like a story the behind the what's going on, and then I like keep talking with the Chongor about how we can develop, because I don't know like if they are Lotte House, they're gonna allow to shoot inside, right? So those kind of stuff I have to discuss with the Chongor, because I have no idea what's the German side, how they're gonna provide us, or how we can with them, So without that, I can't develop anything. It's gonna be useless, right? Even though I develop a lot of things and later on they are not allowed to shoot inside, then okay, all my idea is like boom. So the Chonggo actually he gave me a lot of like a confidence. He said like everything could be possible. So I develop a treatment like whatever I want. But the main problem is we don't have much time, because we are right after this serial, the event. So we have like a limited time. So we have to deal with the time consuming. Also, the budget is, not much. All the web series, right? Like how the budget is like tight. So then those things I have to deal with, like we are a lot of like discuss talks. So, but the main like basic concept and story, actually, I wrote it, and then after I finish the first draft and show to the Chonggo, and then also they have a team in German, some writers group. So we just like few times back and forth and like make a smooth like a dialogue and all kind of stuff.
And how did that work from your side, Csongor? You have been in close exchange, I understand.
Yes, yes, we with Lotte Haus in Wetzlar, we had also in the past a good communication, and they are also really supportive. So I was really sure that we will have the support, and but I didn't know how it is with the Lotte World Tower, because this is on Young Wenkang side, and it is a really big company, and I really didn't know if they want to have a series about the connection between these two different houses, and so but maybe Young can tell something about this and how it happened that they supported the series.
Yeah, please
for
do.
the Korean side. Okay.
Yes, yes, please.
Yes, like Chonggo said, the Lotte is a big company, huge. It's like a number 5 biggest company in Korea. Then, so the first things like I have to attract them, the story, because the good news actually they really concerned about the Lotte, name of the origin of a Lotte, also the writer, the author. So a few years back, actually they found the statue of a Goethe right in front of Lotte World Tower. So which means like they really respect the origin name and the writer. So I approached it that way. Okay, this is about like it's going to be really good for image of this company, especially the founder. Actually, he passed away the last year, but still like he did this amazing thing, based upon the Lotte character from the novel. So also I told them the Lotte character actually real, like alive, real exist. Even they didn't know. They just like worker, right? And they have no idea. Then they said just like, oh really? And then they asked me so many questions. I Okay, I wrote like all the synopsis, you know, where's the Lotte is like the house, and then how the quarter real like falling in love with her, then also even like the Jerusalem, right? How he got the, you know, commit suicide, also even his real house in the Bachelor, everything. And they're really like exciting. They ask me so many questions, even like, for example, what's the difference between Charlotte and Lotte? I said it's the same name. Which means they really exciting. Like, wow, this it's gonna be, you know, the great, like the story, right? So, and then the beginning is like, first the approach is really good. Then after I wrote the script and I showed them, also they liked it. So, but tough thing is the shooting inside the Lotte World Tower is very tough. Also, nobody done like shop, like especially lounge 123rd. There's like a beautiful lounge. So I want to get the shot. So we special like ask for their shooting location, and then they actually you know, provide us everything. It's like even like a special the crew and staff for the elevator, and you know, but thing is like we have to avoid the business time, so we film actually in the middle of the night, stay all night until like sun comes up. So that's why there's a night scene. Other than that, like everything is like perfect. They really you know, so good to us.
Yeah.
Because they love it. They love concept. They love it, like especially like relate to you know, the German, you know, the co-production, and this is like combined, right? Like Germany, Korea, also you know, like the Lotte from the past and the right now present, like Lotte or the Tower. It's a lot of like mixed together. So they really excited. Then these days they're very happy because we received the awards and, you know, nomination and so many festivals selected, and each time I'm tell them, right, oh, we got this one, and they said, oh my god. They're really like excited. Yeah.
It sounds so perfect. But now tell me a bit about the financing. How did you get it together?
From my side, it was, I asked city of Wetzlar, and I asked there's a fund, a special fund, which is for something which has to do with the culture of city of Wetzlar and city of Gießen. And because we wanted, because everything began with the festival, the Seriale, which is founded in Gießen, and also we had an idea to shoot in Gießen, and so we involved both cities in this production on a really natural way, and I think it worked also well out. And so we received this funding, and the city of Wetzlar was really supportive. But it is not only the financial funding. I think this project was for all of us also something emotional, because we wanted to build a bridge, not only between Gießen and Wetzlar, but between also Wetzlar, Gießen, and Saul, the two Lotte houses. And so we know the production is really big. We have not so much money, and we need a lot of help. And so, because if we do it one time, this co-production, we wanted to make a bridge also for following productions. This was also an idea, and I asked for partners, and I had a really supportive partner with Tag und Nacht Media from Darmstadt, and Marco Eisenbart, the cinematographer. And so we said, okay, we can make here in Gießen and Wetzlar the second and third episode of the series. and produce it after the Seriale festival directly. So it was really for us something, you can say, an investment for the next step to make something for the future. And we wanted to tell this story because we think this really unique, and only it is we wanted to tell it. Yes, the first step every time is we needed a really good idea and something in which we can believe. And this idea, I think it is really strong enough to make more of it.
That is all right. And I would also like to add, I mean, it's quite important to point that out. First of all, the Hesse producers, they are very close together. They're working together. For example, we have Dominik Lando being production manager of Buschka Discovers Germany, or Marco Eisenbart being the OP of Anomalie. And here, of course, we have the functioning together. Plus, the companies have, in order to be able to make web series, earn their daily bread and butter. And Csongor's company does it in doing services in conception, shooting, and post-production. So just to give you an overview. But now to the question again, financing of Lotte. How did you get the Korean part together, Yang?
Yeah, the first actually with the discussion with the Csongor, right? The very important like co-production, how we can do that, how we can handle like finance from both sides. So we have no idea in the beginning. So I come up idea, why don't we totally separate each part? So let's say German side, Csongor, okay, whatever you want, your responsibility, okay? Whatever happened, like, you know, I just trust on you, right? You can do even like by yourself or bring your own camera. It's okay, right? It's your part. And then I'll take responsibility, my part in the Korean side, because we have each episode like location is separate. So, you know, and then the Lotte World Tower is part of the Lotte company, and it's a part of branded series. So I talked to them, provide us, of course, a location, and then also as well, we needed some money for, we have to pay all my crew and the staff, especially they have to stay all night, like three nights. And then especially also the Korea is very expensive for you know, the staff and the crew, because they changed the law of the labor of the film production. So we can hire anyone for free actually right now. So very, very tough in Korea right now. So you cannot do anything you know, without money. So those fund actually I asked to Lotte World Tower, because we need to hire a certain member of crew and staff. Especially we are using some nice like the DALI, and you know, also nice lighting, because Lotte World Tower has to be, looks very fancy. And then also you guys see in the beginning, right? Like $1 million like budget with the fireworks.
Looks
That was
great.
like cost $1 million, even fireworks itself.
Yeah. Now, may I ask, when you started this, did you think about marketing from the beginning? And did you already have a target group? I start with you, Yang.
For the marketing? For the marketing, I thought like this is going to be really good, the branded, also really good for everyone, especially the German writer quarter, then everybody knows. So actually I did a lot of the panel, right? Even the Russia and the Brazil, and you know, whenever I talk to audience, like talk about, you know, oh, this is like based upon the novel of a German writer Goethe, then everybody like, oh, Goethe, you know. That one automatically like make intention, you know, because everybody knows. It's like also second thing, like the novel, like the Sorrows of Young Butter. You know, a lot of people read the book, and a lot of people love that book. And even some of them, they like that book than, you know, the Faust. I don't know. I like both, but
Wir Leiden des jungen Werthers und Goethes Faust. Good mixture.
I mean, they style, you know, like.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that much like very, like, it's already like we have a lot of, you know, advantage, right? About like a famous name and famous book. And then more interesting thing is that's the real, the Lotte world, Lotte, the character in, you know, Lotte Haus in the city of Bachelor. Then also Lotte World, the tower in the South Korea. It's now it's like they're something like matched together. That one is automatically like a good marketing point is like there. So we like marketing like that point. Yeah.
I quite agree. I would like to hear your point of view, Csongor.
Yes. About marketing, I think we have a different perspective. The perspective was it depends also of the financing of the series, because I think from the Korean side it was a branded series, and from our side it was a cultural project, and so it is somehow both. So because it is not only to sell something, it is also to learn something about this specific thing about Lotte, and what the most people also in Germany don't know. So and I think this was the series is for everyone who wants to know something more about Goethe or Lotte Haus, and something very interesting. And also this was the point also for the Lotte Haus in Wetzlar to make something about this project. And we still don't have the premiere from second and third episode. This will be coming soon. The world premiere was in Seoul last year, and I was there, and it is really an understatement if I say it was impressive, but because it was really impressive. This building is phenomenal, and also the whole festival and how the premiere was held, it was really awesome. And I think the marketing side, until this moment, I only know the marketing side of from the South Korea, and I know the Lotte World Tower. They make also on social media, Facebook marketing, and a little quiz about Lotte Haus, and it was really funny. It was not funny. It was really great. It was great to see that people doing that, and for me, something very special was also to, maybe you asked that, but I wanted to say it, because to mix the team, because we are a really many different teams, and not only from Hessian side, we put all the small teams together, and we was at the end a really big team, and it was really also what you see in the series, that the actors from South Korea and Germany are together and make something. Also behind the camera was the same, because we was also a different team and spoke different languages, and this was really a great experiment for me, and everything was really going well, like better than we planned, I think.
That sounds really good. I may add, you know, in over 50 years I have been in the industry, I found out no matter which language you speak, but internationally, we film people, we talk the same language.
Yes,
Yes.
I
That
agree.
is the
Totally, I
secret.
agree.
Yes.
Yes.
And well, may you now tell me, please, what are your further plannings? And if you could express a wish, what would you wish to have for future productions? Jan, please start.
Okay. Yeah, Lotte Haus doing really well. Also, Lotte Tower, and also City of Bachelor, and everybody actually involved with this project is very happy. And then that's why we want to do a following project. So I was in Rome the last year, and also I discovered another amazing house. It's Goethe house in Rome. It's Casa di the Goethe. Yes, that one also gave me another exciting, like, okay, that's the next one.
May I join
And
you
then
because I often worked in Rome.
and then I researched and I found a lot of amazing and exciting, thing about how the Goethe traveled to Italy about like 2 years, especially a lot of time spending in Rome. Also, there's some few the beautiful the love story. So I mean, I want to something like could be there's another Italian version of a Lotte. Maybe Goethe falling in love with her, maybe secretly something.
Well, that sounds terrific.
But thing is, if I make just romance, then it's not much like exciting with the Lotte House. So that's why I want something like could be something totally different style or different project. So I put some mystery and thriller. It's like Da Vinci Code, right? It's like Da Vinci, like amazing. He doing a lot of different field, but the Goethe is the same, almost like same level, which means even Goethe has maybe secret code, So I try to put some interesting code in the story that might be more exciting. So that's how we started developing for following project right now.
That sounds very, very much interesting. I'm looking forward to it. Now, Csongor, tell me your aspect.
Yeah, yes, I think Young explained it very well. This is here, we know we wanted to do a follow project because everything was worked really great. And I think now we know how it works, how we can do it, how we can make a better financial, a better everything, a step bigger and more. And Novi Young had this really, again, this unique idea, I think, to make something Goethe with Da Vinci Code like thriller adventure team. And I really love the concept. So we want to make it happen. I think this is our follow-up project. We are in the starting phase. So I can tell a lot of things, but we will go on and we will make it happen.
Sounds terrific. Well, guys, I have to thank you very, very much for this very interesting and thrilling session. Looking forward to see your next season. Thank you.
Thank you.
Very
Thanks
much.
for having us.